Hey guys, here we are playing Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Gambit, as there's a slight little problem. I'm not sure if it's already fixed by the time, but apparently with PlayStation Remote I get only black screen. I was trying to do it last Friday for myself, but I failed. So for my temporary solution, I am using a different way of capturing. I'm using actually an official game capture and not a PlayStation Remote. So hopefully no lag. There is a delay, so my response might be slightly different from the one we are seeing, but probably I don't need it as much. So hopefully it will be slightly better. Hopefully it will work in a beneficial way. We were supposed to build... Send on the second the sensors.
Objection!
Enough of these pathetic lies, Mr. Sawit. I'm afraid you're at a loose sight of what you are. What I am? I know precisely what I am. I'm a former news salesman who trained in the pet stylist.
Hold it!
That's not all you are, isn't it? Or did you forget the bracelet you wear around your wrist? Bracelet that marks you as a prisoner and therefore able to move around as you please. You both know you stepped outside the door wouldn't have sounded an alarm. Well, there's no way you could have looked into the other workshop without leaving the room you were in. Yeah! Ooh-wee! Style is done at you. But that doesn't mean that Zoe could have found the body then. Good question, Kay. Perhaps Saw with himself can explain. Oh, yes, I am, Actually, I may have forgotten to mention one very important detail. Sorry about that. Can you explain how I was able to see the body as you like? By all means, go ahead. There's a little trick that we visitors know about. You see, when you leave your bracelet inside the door, you can lean out without triggering the alarm. That's how I was able to peek through the window and to the workshop next door. And inside I spotted the victim's dead body, which made me a fright. So he's saying he was able to take a look next door because he kept his arm inside workshop B as he leaned out. Please don't tell anyone about our little trick, especially not the guards, please. Did this all he was hiding? Better dig a little deeper into his testimony, just in case.
Hold it!
Why do you make so much of an effort just to take a look? Well, you see, I heard noise coming next door. The room was supposed to be empty, so I thought it was strange. So you went to look as you heard these noises? Yes, of course. I had to see what's going on, so I went right away. I see. any problem with somebody just well, there's your problem. Then that you looked into the next room as you heard some noise. In the case, you must have seen more than just a dead body. Perhaps a person who made noises should have been there too. And there's Adam's squawking in his boots, Miss Edgeworth. Mrs. Sawyer, tell us the truth about what you saw. You do, of course, have the right to remain silent. If you belittle this spell notion, you were able to somehow involved into this crime. I'm sorry. I did see nothing else, but it was too insane to believe. I really thought I might be dreaming it. I'm sure I will mention it. Tell us what you saw. Alright, it was that dog. And what I saw is the stuff of nightmares. That huge black dog that sung at his terrible teeth in the victim's throat. What did you just say? It was hellish. Utterly hellish. That beast, that awful beast, he killed him. I don't feel so good. Jeepers creepers, that's awful. Talk about traumatizing. It was dreadful, horrible. Now you know why I couldn't help but scream. The man-eating dog in his prison. Animal population is there. And that really is everything, I promise you. You believe me, don't you? For now, this one is far-fetched a lie. Far-fetched a lie, even for you. I would like to amend that you told us to do your testimony, if you don't mind. Very well.
Hold it!
What do you remember about the man you saw? Oh, I remember everything. Let's see. You have blonde hair. His neck was covered in blood because he... That, yes, we know that. So thank you very much. Telling you what I saw, I thought you were observing the little details. Some serious fan behind these words. Tells me may not have been the best experience with defense attorneys in the past.
Hold it!
Sure this black dog was biting the victim's throat? Yes, there was blood everywhere. The beast's mouth was dripping with it and... Well, spare us the gore. Any details, will you? What about the victim? Was he... Eek! Don't say it! You need to ask him that in Messenger. Okay, what's that about punch for? I'm on your side here. He wasn't moving at all. He was just lying there. He was already dead. So much blood just oozing from his neck. Ugh, he was dead as a doornail. I'm sure of that. Not even the twitch of a finger, it just lifeless. Ugh, enough already! You have to go into every little detail like that? Give you a nice testimony. That's what you want, isn't it? Shall I add it to my testimony mid-hour? Please do. It was awful, I tell you. Terrible.
Objection!
A ring with a snowflake relief? Yes, I saw it clear as day. Carved in such a fine detail. Interesting, your testimony certainly is very accurate. In fact, I will say a little too accurate. And? What's with a little too accurate? I mean this, you testified seeing a ring with a snowflake design on it. The victim didn't have a ring on his finger. See, exactly as I said. No way you could have seen it. Take a look at this photograph. You see, the victim's right hand was covered by a trap. It would have been impossible for you to see his ring left alone. What design was on it? But that you approached his body and removed the sheet. Told us thoroughly that you only took a look through the window in the floor. Yeah, you seem to have quite a lot such a disadvantaged location. You saw it? What do you think you are, huh? Mr. Big Shot, acting like you know it all? I mean, I saw what I saw, I swear! I know. Oh, they must have moved under the trap after I peeked in. Nonsense, you already told us you can't have been the case. There was a moving at all. He was lying there. He was already dead. You said it yourself, the victim was already dead. Dead don't move, don't they? Ooh-wee! Danger for ooh desperation, I smell. What are you hiding this sword? Tell us. No, you're wrong. You know what I saw? You can't let it go, could you? Had to keep poking around and polling. You slimy two-wheeler associate attorney. It seems the rumors have finally revealed himself. Oh, that's quite the rug he was walking. Come straight at like some kind of flying black cat. Look, there's a sweet innocent witness here. Are you really? Because I must say, I have doubts. Very doubts. What's that supposed to mean? You saw something that should have been impossible to see from outside the workshop. So how did you do it? That's simple. So this is where you were standing when you saw the body.
Take that!
You were in the same room as the body. That's the only way you could have seen the leaf on the ring. See what you want. You don't have a shred of evidence, do you? The proof I was in the room with the body. Anyway, you can't prove it, can you? I was in the room next over, minding my own business and looking after the animals. How would I have signed up for a pair of rubber gloves? One? I put it up. Up or shut up. I want to see that evidence of proof, buddy.
Take that!
Remind me, Mr. Sword, and what were you doing when you discovered the body? How many times do I was practicing my pet styling techniques. Of course, then perhaps this rubber glove might mean something to you. That's... That glove was found by the victim's body. I believe it was dropped by the killer. I can't help but notice you have a similar glove tucked in your apron. Ah, this one's different.
Hold it!
Yes, the one that seems awfully lonely, doesn't it? It's just a rubber glove. There are hundreds of them all over the prison. This doesn't prove anything.
Objection!
Not yet, perhaps. But if I were to ask you to please check the glove for prints, I have a feeling the results will be rather fascinating. Yeah. It's over.
Objection!
What the? That was a pretty rare objection, am I right? And now is not the time for tomfoolery. I have a legit objection, because this isn't over. Something doesn't make sense. A man here is a prisoner. Why did he got one of those brazen doohickeys on? That's true. How could he have left his workshop in the first place? Police should have triggered the alarm if he tried. I don't have an explanation for that yet. Well, anything you'd like to share, good old buddy? We're all friends here. That's right, he should be clean. That brace like big, round lifesaver it is. In what way? As in the biggest hope of big flaming friend here got it off the hooker for murder. Sorry, but I can't get into the crime scene with a bracelet on. If it was me, I would argue for my life. And yes, peep out on it. Might have meant me, huh? Sound of silence. I suppose Mrs. Love reaches did reach the sound falling yesterday too. Well, you sound like an attorney for a second there, Mrs. Bender. First time the lawyers come show our biggest smiles. Gregory taught me that. It was a part of the attorney's code he lived by. So friend, what's the dealio? Why did I call you about your bracelet? Not to tell you the truth. It's broken. Broken? Yeah guys, this is where I'm gonna end it off for today, and we'll be back tomorrow. Some more pop Ace Attorney Investigations, Prosecutor's Gambit. Next time, bye bye.